Okay, guys, it is Friday afternoon, January 24th. It is almost 3 o'clock. I can't start these marathons if we're not on.
Oh, gosh, no.
Start of an hour, so we have to wait until 3 o'clock. We are cozy in our pajamas, ready to kick off 24 hours of cross-stitch marathon number 6. Holy cow. So we've got all our stuff geared up. I'm going to be working my way through my alphabet challenge, an hour on each, so I'm doing 26 hours. And my mom hasn't had a chance to share about what she's going to be doing yet, so I'll let her talk.
Okay. So I decided to work on one project, and I have this project by My Big Toe, the Books of the Bible. I don't know if you can see it, Jen. Whatever. Yeah. I don't really like words that much, and it's all words.
Going to work on words for 24 hours.
But they're the books of the Bible, so I thought that would be an easy thing to do each hour. That maybe I could get a couple of done each hour. It's not like sentences and.
My thought is they're still words.
Yeah, but no, I think I can do it. So then I can get a lot of it. So what I did was I put in the border. I was trying to get the top part done to have a little color because it's also I'm not changing colors.
Very nicely,
isn't it? I learned it from my
crinkler. Like she just scrunches and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, I do. So if I get mad at her, I'll take those out and I'll crumple.
You can tell her frustration with me throughout the night as the more wrinkled
my thing gets. Okay, all right. So, but I have it nice and rolled because it's very long. This is, I think, 35 count. I'm using one strand. So, and it's just 3 colors. It's the pink, the green, and the brown. So I won't have a lot of color changes either.
I couldn't do 24 hours.
And I think I can because I really want to get this one done. And this way it'll, if I can get 2 books done every hour, I can get into the
some
new... Some
books are even longer than others.
Well, some are, so I probably won't do 2. Right, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few little flowery things in between some of them, but I'll see if I do those.
I did cheat. I couldn't remember.
Thessalonians. Yeah, I mean, there's yeah. But that's New Covenant. I don't think I'll get out of the old. Well, right.
I mean, those are short.
But then there's Song of
Solomon. Oh, that has 3 words in one.
Right. But then they don't do First Kings and then Second Kings. They do
First
and Second King. Yeah. So there's not going to be 39. So anyway, so that's my goal. And then I have a few other things. If I get tired of it, I will just flip to something else I've been working on.
Yeah, she doesn't have as many whips anymore. She
no, I only have about
last year.
10. I don't even think I have 10.
So yeah, we're gonna start at 3 o'clock. We've got Chick-fil-A platter because yes, and we have an egg casserole for in the morning. We're gonna try consecutive. My plan originally was to start Saturday morning and go, but I have a really busy work week next week, and I didn't want to. So we're gonna try for consecutive, but I've also
I'm gonna make her.
Well, I've also been combating possibly the flu, so if I start to throw up, I can't be out of work next week. So we'll see. But our plan is just to go straight through now and just knock it out. Got some coffee. Mm-hmm. I have one of these delicious glazed croissants because my mom loves me and
I got them for her.
I was at
which
work
will then
today.
tire her out. She'll crash.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, am going to do I have my bag of carrots.
I'm thinking of a word that I won't say right now that I would call her, but
she won't.
Oh.
No, because I made brownies, and I was trying to do not so much sugar to help us stay up and do more protein. So we have cheese. We'll do cheese to munch on. We never really munch on stuff that much.
We don't really eat that much when we're doing.
We always get way too much food, and then we don't do it. But
yeah, so our snack game's a little lacking, but we got stuff and
we got some candy. And Brandon is
probably participating some. Watson was awful last night, so he did not sleep well last night. So I'm not sure. He was very groggy when I left for work this morning. I'm not sure if he's starting tonight, but he's loaded up on energy drinks, and we pulled up one of our lights from downstairs so that maybe he can come up here some. But he's planning on filming too, and at least doing a portion of it during this time. So it should be a whole family affair. So we are excited to kick it off, excited for everybody that's going to be joining in, and can't believe that this is number 6.
Yeah, I know.
Who would have thought a year ago that this would happen? I mean, this past year, you guys have just blown me away. So excited to be part of this, and we will be checking back.
All right.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Okay, our one is done. I was working on Amos Fig by Plum Street Samplers. I didn't show you where I was, but I just did wording. So I finished the Showed His Mercy, Now Here We line. I had a little bit, I think I had show done and the why and mercy. And I got the rest of that done. This is my A challenge piece for Amos Fig. Started this back in December with Danielle. For our return to Dessau. So that's where I was with this one. My mom got 3 books done. She's very excited. She will be hopping on later, but she is not going to probably come on every hour. We are watching 24, season 6, because this is the 6th marathon and we like a theme. Once again, as typical fashion, the show started and we didn't remember anything. So we're not really sure what's happening this season, but Jack will probably save the day. So B is for Bump in the Night for me. These are all, for those of you that haven't followed along, there's an ABC challenge with the 24 Hours Across Stitch group. And it's to finish 12 or 24 projects related to letters of the alphabet. So I've finished a few, like I finished C, Y, and S, I think. So I'm subbing in some other projects for those. But although these are the projects that I've picked, it's not saying I'm going to finish all of them this year, but I'd love if I could. So I'm going to be working on Bump in the Night. This is what I have so far. I started this during Madness last year. It's on 32 count dark cobblestone. One of the things I realized with my setup this time is typically when I'm working on a bunch of different projects, a different project every hour, I organize them by stitch fabric size. So I usually start with like my 40 counts and then I work bigger. That's not going to happen since I'm going in alphabetical order. So it should be interesting. I know Q is Quaker Diamond and I'm on a 1/1 part on 36 counts. So we'll see how that's going to work. I do have one new start planned during the night and hopefully all will go well. So we're going to get ready for hour 2. It is almost 4 o'clock and it is like a rainy, dreary day here. So it's kind of perfect for sitting and stitching. I also may put my contacts in because I can see better when they're in. So that might be happening too. Anyway, that's all that's going on here and I'll see you next hour. Okay. Hour 2, right? I'm losing count already. My eyes are tired. This is going to be much different having come off of a work week, I think, for me. I was working on Bump in the Night. I was working on this scary creature that I'm not really sure what he is. Yeah, I got almost like 270 stitches or something. I am counting my stitches, but I'm not going to like tell you the numbers every time because not that many people really care. But yeah, got some done on that. So I'm going to be moving on. That was B. My C is Crow's Lullaby by Primitive Hair because I finished Cat on the Rug. So this is my stand-in C project. Love to have this finished this year too. This is where I am on it. I am on using, sorry, this is just thread to use. I am using, this is 32 count Bog by Picture This Plus. I feel like I'm getting all my 32 count projects out really early in the night, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Mom finished Numbers in Deuteronomy, and she thinks she'll hop on next hour. I'm going to get some snackage, I think, and that's about it. So I will see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, get both of us this hour. It's very quiet. It is our house. We're not really talking to each other.
Well, no, because she's counting.
No, I'm not. I'm not counting till the end. You're using this as an excuse, and I'm not counting. You're just trying to get all your books done, so you're acting like I did the first time.
Well, no. Okay,
we'll talk. She is like trying to beat her goal, and so she is very focused, and she gets mad at me when I do that. But it's okay when she does.
Yeah, it is true because I'm the mom.
I know. I'm the mom. So I was working on Crow's Lullaby. I got Heaven written and 9 and then 2 F's. What?
I was just trying to look at it. Sorry. Never mind.
She's still learning camera lingo and like how things
I don't
work.
get the camera. I don't get it. No.
Next hour, so that was C for me. I'm pulling out cardinal points because it's by Long Dog, and I'll be probably putting some of the Vining stuff in there.
Why is it only C?
Well, because we've hit on 3 hours so far. We did it.
A.
We started at 3 o'clock,
Right.
and it's almost 6 o'clock.
I know, but you did A for the first hour, B for the second hour, C for the third hour.
This is D
Oh,
for cardinal points by Long Dog.
dog. Oh, I thought it was for cardinal points.
Said.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. All right. I have. Whoa.
Over towards me.
Okay.
I know the sides
Kind of
is different.
stretch. Yeah, I know. So I've been averaging a couple every hour. The first time I did 3, then I did 2 because it was Deuteronomy. And then that space is because it's flowers and I'm not really thinking I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep doing words. And so they were short ones this last hour, and then I'm going to have first and second Samuel. But the little rolling trick isn't going to work because
Didn't think it was going to.
It works
because it was
really
going
good
the
on
other
this
way.
side. Yeah, on the one side. But then when you get all the way over to the right side, then I have to scrunch
That's
it.
why I always go down this column
But
side, and then I can roll the whole thing.
But I'm trying to go across.
I know you don't like to roll your...
I'm trying to
where
go
your
across
flowers are.
because of the words in order.
I know, but sometimes I find when I do words, it's easier to go down.
Well, I usually am all over the place.
Well,
you
you
know
are.
I am. I know. My goal is to do the book. So
Sometimes I don't know how we're related. Other times it makes
It's-
perfect sense.
yeah. Well, it's a bear and ball.
Oh,
side
it's
of
my
you.
fault.
It's your dad. Yeah.
That's my maiden name.
Yeah.
Her last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be back next hour.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm not really sure why I like to switch projects every hour because I feel like I'm getting nothing done. And I'm not sure why that feels like a fun way. And I think I said this after October's that I was like, well, kind of feels like a waste of stitching weekend because I'm getting very limited amounts done. I went down and I did the border with the green here, and then I did some green in here, and I did this flower down here. So got a little bit done on cardinal points. Yeah, we'll see. Next up is His Eyes on the Sparrow, E for I. I don't know where I'm going to go with this one. I might just work on some of the flowers on the border. Get a couple of those knocked out since there's so many still yet to do. Kind of glad this one's getting done early so I don't have to pull out this big, huge thing later. So my mom is still going.
Yep.
12
books done.
12 books done.
But
That's what-
are first and second.
Oh,
So really,
some of them are first and second, so maybe 10. She's plugging away. So I will be back after this, and we're gonna switch discs and maybe get some snacks and keep stitching. Hour 6, 5. I was just finished hour 5.
All right.
This is being opened now because
That's why I'm not on.
that's
I'm
my mom's.
opening
It's in her
mine,
spot, and now I'm handing it off, and,
and
she's
I'm
gonna
going
open
to
it.
open it.
So that was hour 5. I just finished E, which is His Eyes on the Sparrow. This is like, I thought if I got the whole border in, I would be able to cut this off and it would make it seem like less of a big piece, but it didn't. I just worked on a couple of these down here. When I bought the threads to do this, I'm using the called for, like specialty weeks and Gast and stuff. And I bought a thread pack to do it, and it gave me 2 of this color, but only 1 of Oscar, which is what the outline is in, and it's not enough. But I found some in another project, so I'm hoping that the colors aren't going to be that off, since they were purchased from very different shops at very different times. we'll see. Next hour for me is EF, so we're on hour 6 now. I'm going to be working on, it's for Flies, As the Crow Flies by Prairie Schooler. I don't know, anybody that stitches in hand, maybe you can answer this for me. My thumb on my right hand hurts like craziness. Right in here, like, and I don't know what I'm doing or using when I stitch. I don't know why that hurts. It's not like it's my gripping hand. I grip the fabric with my left hand. I don't know. If anybody knows what I'm doing, that'd be great. Anyway, wine is being poured. We are going to keep going. She is still working on her books of the Bible. I don't know where she's at.
I'm at, I just finished Ezra.
Nehemiah. This is a good lesson on the books of the Bible. We're using our large wine glasses that hold half a bottle. And it means we're not staying up all night long.
We are staying up. I am.
She is very eager to do this time.
I am staying up all night.
So, cheers. Are you coming on? She's cheersing me. Okay, well, it has to be on camera. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to keep stitching. Bye, guys. Okay. Remember how my mom was like, I'm staying up all night and I'm going to have you do it too.
Yeah.
She just asked me, so should we decide now that we're not going to do that?
Because she's like, it's 8:45 and she's ready to go to bed already. So might as well get it over with and wait. Because she's got her bird. Mm-hmm. She's grumpy. She didn't like the Chick-fil-A.
She was going to talk more. It's not that I don't like the Chick-fil-A. I just need something that's not.
All right, so I'll make something.
I know she will. Michelle Rudy commented on one of my mom's Instagram posts that she hoped I was getting loopy because it's. And I was like, how did I become a person that's okay being loopy on the internet? I'm not really sure, but I.
Neither am I.
If you knew me in the real world, Anyway, it was hour 6. And I was working on As the Crow Flies. I did this roof over here and a couple of the crows and a couple of these windows over on the side. Next up,
go ahead.
Next up for me is Gnomes in the Garden Row. I started this with Glenn on Gnome Day, so I'm going to do some fill-in. This is by Bent Creek.
She's really grumpy.
I'm smiling.
Already. She's smiling, but it's fake.
Only because there's a camera rolling right now.
Faux. Okay. I am doing good.
I love how excited
and she's like so jealous. Because I have a lot of books of the Bible done.
She does.
I'm all the way up to Psalms. So, the middle of the Bible. And, middle of the Bible. I don't know how many because some of them were 1s and 2s, which are really great. Because then you have to write First Samuel, Second Samuel, Chronicles 2 times, so you only have to write them once. So I'm just plugging away.
She is
just with my little brown thread.
So do you think you'll finish all of them and not just the Old Testament?
I don't know. I enlarged the words, because they were a little, and I'm getting down to I didn't think I would get this far. So
she's gonna have to make more enlargements.
I'm gonna have to, and that's always puts me in a bad mood. That computer printer.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, that's what's happening here.
Oh, she's so grumpy. I'm gonna go cut her some cheese and she's
to eat. And hopefully, calm my body down.
No, it won't.
Might.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Okay, hour 7, 6, 7? 7. I don't know why this is so hard to track for me, but I really have a hard time with it. Yeah. I was working on G for my alphabet challenge. I did some fill-in, so I got the red gnome hats and some red accents and then some other green leaves. So I'm liking this piece more as more colors come in because I wasn't loving the greens. So got a little bit done on that. I'm feeling a little better. Still pretty tired, and now it's freezing in the house. hence the wardrobe change. But Mom says that'll keep me awake. I don't know. She might be lying. Next hour for me is H, which is hibernation day. I'm going to be working on this white, so I'll probably be grumpy. Just as a warning. And that's what's happening with me. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm working on Ecclesiastes.
She's working on Ecclesiastes. I think that is it. I think we need to stop claiming that we are going to do consecutive. I think that's the curse that just kills us every time. I'm freezing. She's hot. She's yawning. I don't know, more than me when I'm yawning quite a bit. I got a snowflake and a half done. I don't know why I switch projects every 45 minutes.
I don't either because you're an idiot.
I am an idiot, you're right. Next hour, that was hibernation day for H. I'm on I, which is for intentions, good intentions. I started this during one of the marathons, I think. Yeah, so I'll work on this. I did a complete floss conversion for it. I have all the floss except for the skin colors, so she'll remain without a head and limbs. Are you talking this time, or are you?
No. I'm on the threes.
Well, I know you're not coming over. Are you talking?
Am I talking?
Are you going to?
Song of Songs.
It's Song of Songs, not Song of Solomon.
Yeah, they have Song of Songs, which is good. It's less direct.
It's less letters. Why do we do this?
It was your idea.
You encouraged it. I think that if I would have said it, you would have said, Jen, you're insane.
Well,
we wouldn't have done it, and then this would have happened.
And then I would have been blamed for you never having done this.
And how would I know?
You would have only been positive, Mom. Look what could have happened. I could have made it cry. I could have.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Okay, guys. She's. That is not why we've done any of this. Can I just clarify? We're going to have to cut this all out because you don't say things. Seriously, not the motivation behind any of this. Anyway, this is... I don't know what hour. It's almost 11 o'clock.
That was number 8.
That was number 8.
Because we finished another disc.
All right, we did. Feels a lot later than almost 11 o'clock.
I know. But the problem is, if you stop, you still have 16 hours.
I know. And I don't want to have 16 hours tomorrow. I know.
You're not get done till 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's too long. Oh. Wouldn't a 12-hour marathon have been just as fun?
Yeah.
I know. Why didn't we think of that?
It's Brandon's fault. It's Brandon's fault because he did his little 24-hour gaming thing, which would be easier to do than 24 hours of this.
I actually am not sure that it would be easier. Not for me.
Easier?
My attention span with video gaming? No, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I'm being punished, and now it'll be cold in here because she turned the fire
I'll
off.
keep you awake.
We'll see. Okay. I should have had the camera running while we were sitting down because it was pretty funny and moments gone this hard. It's almost midnight. Which isn't technically that late. I'm just...
No, it's not late.
I'm tired. I was working. we're getting ready to come over, and she goes, "I have a question." Like, oh God, where's this going? Did you have slumber parties as a child? I was like, well, you were there too. Like, this wasn't just me doing this. I'm still not really. Apparently, I never stayed up late and wasn't a late night
you
person.
always are, no.
I don't know. I was working on Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. I worked over on what? Sigh. Like, wasn't good enough for I did over here in this area. Next hour, I'm going to be working on Jenny Bean's friendship sampler for Jay. This is why my alphabet challenge is not going to be finished, though. I mean, there's not very much done on this, and there's at least 3 more houses, so.
What was the other one? What letter was the other one? I.
J. Because it comes before J.
Okay.
So all right. I'm going in alphabetical order.
I'm going in the order of the Bible books. And I'm down to Jeremiah, so I already did my J. And my Isaiah. Isaiah Jeremiah. Okay. I can't hold this upright.
She acts like I'm the only one that gets like this in the middle of the night. It's her too.
I'm always happy though. Okay, doesn't that look good? Look at how many books I have.
You have a lot.
I still have quite a few to go. Like about 15 more.
Are you tired of letters yet?
No, not really. It's good doing like the names because it's like writing people's names or something. I don't, because then there is like sentences after. Are you using one strand or 2? One. But it's the fabric's very coarse. It's that lamb's wood wool, and my fingers are feeling it a little bit. But
that's why I switch every hour, because then I don't have to deal with it.
No, you switch every hour just because you're insane.
Well, there's that too. Yeah,
we're gonna keep going. We are.
Keep plugging away.
Playing away because she's having a really good time.
We're really not talking. Like,
well,
we've shared like 2 stories today.
Well, because all week leading up to this, every time I tried to talk to her, she was counting again. So I couldn't count. So I got used to not talking to you anymore.
So when was this happening?
Whenever we were stitching together. I'm counting. Wait. No, she'll go. I'll say something. So it's like, kind of stopped
totally
you
changed my counting system.
Wanting to talk.
Well, but
this counting thing.
I want the data.
For what?
Me.
Okay. All right. Anyway, we're having a good time. Jack is saving the world. It's a little boring because all he's doing is torturing people this time. I mean, he usually does that, but there's not a whole lot of storyline, it seems, other than
dysfunctional families.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could either make you feel good about your own family or make you
wonder what's going on behind the scenes.
No.
Yeah.
And it's still hot in here, but I took off my one shirt and put on another because I had long sleeves on because she's still cuddling under the blanket. Freezing. It's not really cold. It's like 74 degrees in here.
I must be getting sick.
I know.
Can't be sick next week.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, guys. I'm tired. I think we're going to try to get halfway through tonight and then maybe take a break. Contemplating if that means 13 hours or 12 since I'm going through the alphabet. I don't know. This was J for Jenny Bean's friendship sampler. Just did very minimal. I ended up having to get up and move around a little bit. So I worked on this star and finished this star and did the C and the E. Very minimal. Finding that, like, this piece doesn't call to me, and so, like, I didn't let it. Because I didn't want to get, like, invested in it. I don't know. Not sure why it's in my alphabet challenge, except that I don't think I had any other J's. Are you getting up, or are you...
No.
Oh.
No.
She has her 3-hour system, so...
Yeah.
You think I have rules. I mean, she does too, but she pretends like she doesn't. You do.
Don't.
She definitely does. I get it from her.
Oh.
Yeah. K for me is Get Crackin' by Ink Circles. This is where I'm at. This is on 40 count. I am struggling. I do like my system of doing the smaller counts first. So it's... But if I get through this one, then the next one is 32 counts. So maybe that'll be okay. Maybe.
Can't even hardly drink any of wine.
I didn't. It's usually the opposite. I'll be honest. Usually I am through it way before she is. I haven't really. Well, I'm tired.
Oh. It's only one weekend. Every 3 months. Yeah, instead of every 2.
Mm-hmm. Which is good, because every 2 I would not be able to do.
Well, I was going to say, that's a happy thought. It's like we don't do this in 2 months. We do this in 3 months. But next time,
The next marathon,
like
I'm taking either the Friday off or the Monday off. That's going to be happening. But I don't have vacation time until February, so I couldn't make that happen this time. And it's just crazy busy, so wasn't going to be feasible. But gonna stitch for a little bit more. Maybe drink some more wine. Put myself to sleep.
You don't need wine to do that. Why waste wine on that? I would drink wine.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bed upstairs.
What? How?
You can go and sleep in the guest room instead of going downstairs.
It's okay. My bed downstairs is glorious.
Well, okay, you like your bed.
I really love my bed downstairs now.
I just didn't feel like you wanted to probably go downstairs.
I did go downstairs at one point, and Brandon was stitching. He was watching one of the Avengers movies, and it was almost over, and he was sitting on the couch stitching by himself. Because my husband's the cutest, but I'm not really sure why he didn't come upstairs and stitch with us, because we were stitching too.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's never gotten into it, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll go down and see what Watson's. She's being a brat like she was last night. We got a king size bed, and thought that would help, because she's only 20 pounds, but she's long and short. But the shortness isn't the factor. It's the fact that she doesn't lay like long lengthwise. She lays horizontally in the bed, and so we thought getting a king size bed, at least her length, would be, didn't work. She burrows into us now. Apparently she was very mean to Brandon last night. I slept through it. Okay. Okay, hour 11. I worked on Get Crackin'. I worked down here and a little bit there, and all in that same blue. But I got more stitches in this hour than I have been. I think we're gonna do one more hour, and then I'm going to bed. I'm gonna be working on my L. Look, by Bent Creek. Oh, my needle's not there. Good thing I brought up extras. This is where I'm at, and Mom only has 10 more books in the Old Testament, so she's
starting with Amos.
That was my first car.
Yeah.
It means the carrier of burden. It was the perfect name for a car of mine. Yeah, poor car. Got totaled on its 6th birthday. It was on its birthday was on a
die on their birthday.
They did. I know.
Died.
I know. It was we got it on a leap day too, so it was really only like 2 years old or something. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to stitch a little bit more, and then I'm going to sleep and be a little bit more coherent tomorrow.
Oh, we made it fine. I'm tired. She could probably keep going. I mean, I could keep going, but I'm just
Don't want to, yeah, right?
don't really. Yeah. I got more done on this one. I got the L, and then I finished the C. What?
I did that one.
Not for me.
No. But
Yeah, I know. You did a bunch of St.
You
Patrick's
get
Day
one.
ones for me, but this
I know.
wasn't one of them, so
know.
I thought I'd stitch it.
Oh, okay.
We oftentimes stitch the same things.
Okay. I guess Candy gets
Yours, I
mine.
guess.
Okay. Is she Irish?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
We have an outstanding rule with Candy that anything that we have doubled goes to her.
Yeah.
Because I'm an only child, not having children, so.
And she's adopted me as her aunt.
No, I
Is that right?
thought you were going to say that I was adopted.
Did we tell you? Did we forget to tell you that?
It's like, that's a really weird way to bring that up.
Well,
I didn't think I was adopted.
Well,
I
see,
look
now
a
you
lot
know.
like that.
Yeah,
And
you are.
Okay. I'm tired.
Okay. Here's mine. I can't. Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Okay. I only have 7 more books in the Old Testament before I start the new, so just 2 more rows. So pretty good.
She was telling me how much she hated A's and E's.
Well,
They're very
I know.
blurry.
Well, there's a
Fix-
lot
okay.
of them.
I know. And I told her she was going to get tired of this stuff. And she said no.
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 But just the A's and the E's.
There's so many.
Well, there's a lot of...
A's and E's.
because they're vowels.
Well, it's true.
That's how it kind of works.
But they're names, so
Well,
every
still-
word has to have...
The vowels in it.
Okay. You need to go to bed. and stop
Because it's
talking to me.
evidence that it is bedtime.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go dream with my biological parents
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow. I'll show you what I'm stitching next then.
Because she's miserable now.
I'm just tired.
So sad.
Her sympathy is like just like
Tough
none other.
life. Okay. All right.
Okay. Good morning. Back at it. Feeling much better than I was last night. Don't know what was going on other than the fact that maybe I was just really tired. So, got back up, slept really good. I went downstairs and Brandon was still awake, which shocked me because Brandon goes to bed at like 8:30 if he can. So the fact that he was still up at 3 a.m. was like, what? And he was stitching. So he had been sitting downstairs marathoning the Avengers movies and worked his way through like 3 movies. So that was pretty fun. I hope he'll come up sometime today to show where he's been working on. I pulled out M for me, and I'm working on Map at Hawk Run. And I worked on this building over here, the City Hall building. So back at it. I'm a little flustered because we're not starting on the hour because I slept too late. So it was about 8:04 when I woke up, and we started stitching by 8:15. So I like to start the episodes at the... There really is a reason why my name is Quirks and Stitches. Like, it just works. So I'm a little flustered, but it's okay. I'm just going to go with it and not let it stress me out. Next up for me is N, which is Nevermore by Lila's Studio. Very excited to work on this. So I'm going strong. I think I'm going to change the project that I had pulled for S, because I've been thinking about my plans for the rest of the year, because what else do you do when you're stitching for hours and hours? So I might pull that. I've already finished S, so it's not like I have to finish this one anyway, so I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to figure out Madness and Mania and all those sorts of things, and I keep vacillating over whether I want to start a million things for madness like I really do, or if I'm being irresponsible and I should probably not start so many. But then I don't want to regret not doing madness the way I do madness. Jen's head. My mom is up. She is
On
Habakkuk.
Whatever.
That we play this game called Ticket to Ride, and we play the Europe version, and she doesn't try to pronounce any of the cities. So like, there's one, and it's just Bertucci's. The books of the Bible are taking a similar theme. But she's on Habakkuk and going to be continuing to plug away on that. I think she figured she's going to at least be able to finish the Old Testament, but probably a lot further than she anticipated. I don't know how we've stitched this many things and this many marathons, and still both of us have no clue about how quickly or slowly we stitch. Nope. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Be back in an hour. Bye, guys. It's amazing to me how some projects just like get you and like you just want to keep going on them. This is one of them. I worked on this Quaker Center Star here, and I could work on this all day if I wasn't putting these rules on myself that I had to not. So that's where I am for N. I'm pulling out. This hour is going to be, I'm going to decide whether I'm going to finish this piece this hour, I think. Because I want to stitch this, but I think I want to do it with specialty floss, so I may have to restart it if I am not loving it still. So this is Prairie Moon on the something day of Christmas. This is Brandon's stocking, obviously. And yeah, I haven't decided. I started this for Madness last year and I have not wanted to touch it. So we will see. It is my O project. Mom will be filming with me next hour.
And I think I'll have the New Testament done.
Old Testament done. She thinks she'll have the Old Testament done. So we will see. I'll be back in a bit. Hey guys.
Hey.
It is now almost 11 o'clock. We are on hour 3 this morning.
Yeah, this is our third one.
Okay. Right. Yeah, because you film on 3s.
I film on 3s.
I was working on my O, which was on the 4th day. I think I'm going to keep going with it. I mentioned last time I wasn't real sure. I forgot that this is on 28 count, and I don't like to do specialty fabric when I have to use 2 strands or thread. So I think I'm going to just keep going, and hopefully I'll like the colors better as more come in and are not yellow. I like yellow, but not that shade. Next up for me is Hollow Game Board by the Primitive Needle, P for Primitive. Want to get this done so I can get the pattern out to Laura.
Okay, and I finished the Old Testament books. So I'm all the way down, and I have the M for Matthew for the New Testament.
And you didn't think you were going to get the Old Testament done.
I mean, I'd counted like how many were in each word. I thought the words would go, the names would go slower than they went. Because some of them have like 60 stitches in it. And when you're not just doing straight stitches. But, it's doing good. So
yeah,
I should be able to make good progress on I think I'll be able to finish the New Testament. Then there's a scripture underneath it. But I'm going to have to put in some more of my board, or I'm going to get down to where I figured I wouldn't get it filled into there. So, but I think I'll keep doing the books and not fill in the flowers yet till I
get them all.
Yeah, maybe when I get all the books, then I'll go back and start doing
do
some of the flowers. Yeah.
So we're gonna keep stitching. I think I'm gonna put a bagel in.
Ooh, bagels, yeah. Well, that sounds good.
And yeah, it's another kind of gloomy overcast day here,
good
which
day to be in.
Just makes it nice to sit and stitch
in our pajamas and
probably do the same tomorrow. Because
husband.
even though we're done with this, we don't really have anything to do when we're not stitching. So.
Right. Well, it's going to be a
I'm
long
not like
day.
a housework person or no. Don't tell my landlord.
Yeah, she already knows. She just doesn't visit.
So I think we are
Gonna
Ready
go
to get
eat.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's a good thing that we went to bed last night because I'm feeling much heavier doing this. I spent hour 16 on P doing the Primitive Needles Hallow game board. I'm over here doing this diagonal of oranges, checkers. Got just under a little under 300 stitches in. I do the diagonals because then I can like run my thread under this one and I don't have to keep cutting my thread and starting it again, which has seemed to work well. So that's where I was. Next hour, I'm gonna be doing Quaker Diamond by Hillside Samplings, and I think I'm doing 1/1 alphabet in the middle. I think. I'm not sure what else the pattern calls for. I haven't looked at it in a while. So that's where I am. Mom started the New Testament and is on
Just finishing John.
So she's almost through those Gospels. We are. Anything else to say?
Nope. We are eating and stitching and being happy.
Yeah. Something like that.
Now we're starting to wake.
Yeah, my dad woke up. I mean, it's almost noon, so I'm not sure if Brandon's awake downstairs. That's what I've got here. Be back. Well, I had my first frogging session. I was working on Quaker Diamond, and the letters are over 1 in here. And I only put 4 things going down, and there need to be 5, and so the spacing is going to be all off. So I just stopped. I haven't torn out yet because it's tearing out over 1 is not fun. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I may be subbing in Halloween Quaker going forward for my Q. It's a similar size, less done on it, but that's fine. I'll be able to finish it this year. So next hour, I've got up Bewitched by Blackbird Designs. So I'm gonna work on that. Brandon came up and got some breakfast. Yeah, it was a little bit of a frustrating hour. Anything to add?
Nothing to add.
Nothing to add. She was grumpy with me. Gavi's here.
I don't know.
That's Gavi. Say hi. Yeah, he's weird. Like, he'll sit and just go like this with his arms, and like he looks like the most possessed animal I've ever met. But that's Gavi. We fight like siblings. We have a very love-hate relationship, me and Gav. So that's what's happening here, and probably gonna check in on my house next hour because I need to grab a pattern from downstairs anyway. So I will see you guys soon. We've hit our wall at like 1:45. Not really sure what happened, but we both are like, what's happening? We're moving slowly. I've been working on R, which was Raven Bewitched. I got some of this one done and started this little raven down here. I don't really have much to say about my stitching because by the time I get
there's only
ready
8
to
more,
go.
not 9.
Oh, that makes all the difference. Next
8
up,
plus that's 10.
okay. Next up for me will be Skeleton's Keys. I was gonna do Stars Bright. I finished Sally Spencer. That was my S. So this is a substitute, but I figure this is closer to being done, so I'm subbing this one in. Not Forgotten Farm. That's it. Do you see where I get my grumpiness from, guys? Do you see? Oh yeah, you throw it at me.
I didn't throw it.
You kind of did. You tossed
Okay, I had to take time to do more of the border because I caught up with the side border, which is not hard. I just didn't want to waste time during this time doing the border, but I like to have the edge to count to make sure. So I'm going to have to go to the other side. I did the left side. I'll have to go to the right side to add some more, but I'm making progress. I mean, I think I'll get it done in the next 8 hours.
We are going to take a slight break, and I'm going to go shower, and
I'm going to get a drink.
Remember how she started this video like, I'm going to eat carrots.
Gonna walk.
I'm
gonna walk.
Sugar.
You see,
Ben's gonna do
drinking
that,
water. I'm gonna drink my water and my protein, and I'm gonna do my steps every hour. Well, that ended last night. My Fitbit's about to die.
I'm not walking anymore.
I have 560.
We started this, and she's like, I'm gonna get up every hour and do something. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I do that every time because I come over and I film, and I'm up and I'm moving.
It's 10 steps.
What? No, but you acted like it was just the movement.
I mean moving more than from the couch to the dining room table.
She has a Fitbit, and she like.
You know how Jen is with her
things. Yeah, you know how
I'm gonna get my Fitbit, or I was.
She's like that with her steps. Like, she used to keep like rubber bands at the top of the steps, and like she would take them downstairs and then bring them up so she could see how many she was doing.
Well, because you
to
can't
see if
remember.
it lined up with her Fitbit.
Right? No, that is not even a true story. No.
There's some aspect.
No, I did that because our house in Pennsylvania had like this circular driveway. You come up and go in front of our house. It was big, and it was like 1/10 of a mile to go around it. So I would walk that, and it was hard to keep track of what loop I was on. So I got these headbands, and every time I walked by my front porch, I threw one on the front porch, and then when I was done, I could count the headbands. Mm-hmm. That's where the headbands
came and when
in.
she gets really into the Fitbit walking, it's 10 by 10 by 10. So it's 10,000 steps, 10 glasses of water, 10 flights of stairs before 10 a.m.
But I can't. But I can't do flights of stairs anymore because there's somebody in my basement, so now I can't do steps.
And you did what, 60,000 before your 60th
I was working on 60,000.
Or I did something.
Got
it was
sick.
me.
No, it wasn't you. It was Grandma.
It was me. That's good.
It wasn't you for change.
Yeah.
No, 54,000 in one day was my best record. But I was working towards 60. That was many years ago.
But do you see where I get my things from? My little like, I got to do it this way, or here's this system. It's awful.
I don't think these people really care about that.
This is the part of this that you guys like. Don't lie. Okay. We're gonna go.
She's gonna go take a shower.
I didn't
Maybe
think that we
nicer.
would be funny during the day. but
only we think we're funny. I don't know that anybody else is laughing. Only that because when somebody else starts to laugh, they have to laugh with us. I don't know that they really think we're funny and get our things, but we do.
We do. We laugh a lot. Not when we're stitching.
And
we still are not right. It's really hot. You turned the fireplace on. Just because I'm sitting with a blanket on doesn't mean that I want the fire on. I like the coziness of a blanket.
Oh, you can see last night was like, I'm so cold. Do you want me to turn on the fireplace?
Yes. Did I say it once today?
No. But you didn't until yesterday. And gets kept coming. Aren't you cold? You're not cold? No, I'm not.
Bye, guys.
No, I'm opening the door.
Are we good?
We're past it, yeah.
I've lost track of which hour is which, but I finished S. It's easier to keep track alphabetically because I know what that is. Here was my attempt on S, or not attempt, it's what I got done this 45 minutes. This is Skeleton Keys by Not Forgotten Farm. My real S was Sally Spencer, and that one's already done. For T, I'm doing Penny Harvest, which is by Tree of Life sampling. So I'm going with the T from Tree. So I'll be working on this. And the shower didn't really wake me up at all. So I'm not really sure what happened with that. But, yeah. She's not talking.
Oh, I'm still stitching on slash stitching.
She's still doing her thing. I feel like she's...
Hard A's and L's and H's.
Okay, we've added L's and H's to the list of letters that she doesn't want to do anymore. So, we'll get there. I'm on T, so that means there's not that many left. T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 6 left. Something like that, I think. I thought I had 8 left, though, when I came back up. Okay. Can't count. It's what it's gotten to, which is hard when you're cross-stitching because there is a lot of counting involved. Okay. Couldn't really get into my project this past hour. I was just, and I think I struggle with this one a lot, and I'm not sure why. Because I think I would like it, and then there's just not solid sections. So I was working on Penny Harvest by Tree of Life. Tree, T is my connection. There's just a lot of skipping around, and so I did this little circle flower and then some of this, and I just was like, no, I'm gonna just kind of sit and chill out. So worked on that. T, U at least is one that I know I'm interested in, so I'm gonna try to get as many stitches in as I can because it is this beast, and any excuse to work on it I'll take. So Unicorn is my connection. That is a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger by the Scarlet Letter. Mom is...
I am down to 1st and 2nd Thessalonians.
They're very long books of the Bible now. The content is short, but the names are very long.
Yeah.
So...
yeah. The shortest books of the Bible.
I know. They have the longest names.
And they have the longest names. But then I'll have Titus and Jude and 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. So
now you got 3 with just the
John,
numerals.
Jude, Peter, James, and then Revelation. So I only have 1, 2, 3 more rows and one name.
Yeah, I think she'll get it done.
I don't know.
She keeps saying, I'm moving in slow motion. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. It's rainy now, maybe snowing, not really sure.
It's 4, it's
like 4 o'clock. We're kind of at that, like, we may have to pull out a drink. It's not 5 o'clock yet, but it's a happy hour time, so can probably get away with it.
It's always happy hour something.
Well, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere is what it's the saying is. Not it's always happy hour.
Like, do you always have to correct me? Like, what the hell? Judas Priest. It's happy hours up place. Somebody.
She almost spit her coffee out everywhere as well.
I know. Almost had coffee dyed linen.
Oh. Okay. I have not perked up, and I don't know what the problem is. Got a lot of stitches in this hour, though. Peacock, unicorn, and I can't tell, but I got a bunch in. I did all fill in here from about there down with the green. So that's what I was working on. I love this one, but it's a lot of filling. Next up is a new start for me. This is I'm making up my high teas that I missed last year, which is January, February, and August. So high tea, according to last year's stipulations, is tomorrow. Originally, we were going to be doing this overnight and ending tomorrow, so this letter was going to be tomorrow, but it's today, so I'm starting it today. Vintage Animals is my V by Jeanette Douglas. I'm using 40 count Legacy and Called for Colors. So, new start. She's like really grumpy. I'm not really sure.
Sitting here laughing and you say that I'm grumpy.
Sarcastic about me right now. She is. She knows.
So
right. Okay. What?
Are you only working on that tomorrow then?
No.
For IG?
No.
Oh.
I'm negating all high tea rules because I don't feel like following them.
And she's making her own. Okay. Here's one.
It's already late anyway.
You could do them out of order and save V for midnight.
I don't want to be stitching at midnight today.
Okay, I got Thessalonians done. I'm doing Timothy. Thessalonians was the longest name. So now they're getting smaller. I've got Timothy and then smaller ones and then first and second and thirds. And I don't know if I'll get it done in the 24-hour time. Because there's still like 3 rows I've got.
And there's 3 hours left for the 24.
4 hours. No.
3. You have 3 hours left.
3 hours left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we do 8? No, just do 8.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. We go to 8. We started at 8.
Well, yeah, but we've gotten all screwed up with the clock.
Not really. We're just not. We're 15
If I have
minutes.
5 letters left, there's only 2 more than 24. So you have 3 hours left.
Okay. Till 8. It's 5 o'clock.
Okay.
3. That's just what I was counting.
Running numbers. I don't understand what
Talk
they
about
mean.
grumpy.
Tired.
Oh, she is tired. She gets really miserable when she gets tired.
She said we could do this.
Who said?
You did.
No. I could do this. I'll change it. I could do it and be a little ray of sunshine by myself. You're doing good.
I'm gonna get something to drink. We didn't last hour.
Oh, alcoholic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still working on my coffee, but I'm good.
She was the one that wanted happy hour at all times of the
Well,
day.
I know. And
Last
you didn't
hour.
get me anything because I'm doing all of the work, folks. Just let me tell you. All she does is sew and stitch, and I have to do the food, and I have to do the changing of the DVDs, and I had to open up the bottle of wine last night, and I will tonight, and...
I need beer tonight.
Oh, really?
I am, because it was not a fun time for me yesterday.
Okay,
So.
I could do that.
You can have wine.
I know. I might have both.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to finish this Bible thing, so maybe I should stitch it up.
Maybe we shouldn't drink until the
No,
Bible
we're
stuff.
allowed to.
Jesus drank wine.
You're allowed. You just can't get drunk. I'm not getting drunk, then I can't stitch. I don't really. Okay. We won't go there. Okay. So we might get snow.
Just
It's
gonna
supposed to
keep
one weather
this
part
building to catch
says
these
it's gonna
little
just
tidbits.
rain, and another is saying 2 inches of snow. And the one that Jen likes the best, AccuWeather, is saying 2 inches of snow. So we'll see. And that'll make her happy. Except that then she goes, I can't ever see the weather because I live in the basement and I never
There's
know
not
what's going
windows.
on. There are windows
Well, they're
there.
very high up in the air, and it's very hard
Well,
to see
but
out
you
of
can
them because
still
I'm,
see
like,
the
very
little
short.
snow coming down.
Not really.
Oh, you can. But I could keep little curtains up. But okay.
Okay.
How's Brandon?
I have no idea. I haven't heard from him.
Is he going to come up and film with us?
I'm hoping.
No?
I'm hoping.
Oh, we just can't
Talk
tell
to
him?
I mean, I already
Do you want
did
Dad
once.
to come out?
Yeah.
Share it.
I've already said that we should have Dad.
Okay.
We haven't had him on film yet.
He might, because he's been doing lots of talking lately in places. When I thought he would have been doing talking. Okay. Using words. Okay. Bye. We're leaving. I'm leaving.
So it never seems to fail when you start a new project. If you're missing anything, that's the thing you're going to need. I didn't need it. It just made stitching around a little bit harder. I started Vintage Animals this past hour. I got this pattern. I've seen it and I've liked it, but like seeing it in person, I saw it at StitchCon. It was like, yes, please. And so I picked the pattern up then. So I got some of the letters done. Going down, the letters form the tree trunk. Or the tree going down, but I didn't have the color for the lowercase letters. So I'll have to get that, but I'm liking it so far. It's charted for Legacy, so I knew the colors would work, but it's charted for, I think, 36 count, and I decided I liked it smaller, so I'm using 40 count Legacy. Next up for me is W.
and I'm going to be working on which is by La Di Da. I started this during the Halloween start. It looks purple. It's not. It's just one of the blacks. I'm not sure which. And it's on Christmas in Williamsburg by Under the Sea. So I'm going to work on that this next hour. Brandon Lee just came upstairs. He's working on his Dark World map and hoping to get to a page finish. So hopefully next hour he will be hopping on with me. Mom is
Still working in the New Testament.
well, at least she's not going backwards, I guess. So she's plugging along, and we have what, 1 more hour, 2 more hours before it's officially 24. So we'll get there. Hour 23. I finished W. I was working, different guests this time. I was working on Witch by La Di Da. Is this the right way? No. This way?
I wouldn't know. I didn't stitch it. So why are you asking me which way is which?
You're funny.
Yes.
Yeah, like this. So I got some done. Went down the border, did that little motif there. Next up, my problem is like the last 3 letters of the alphabet I don't really want to work on. So I'm struggling a bit because next up is that Noel piece that has that French word that has an X in it that I realize is not really pronounced Joy X, and I knew that every time I've said it. I just don't read phonetically and I don't speak French. So I don't really know. Or, I mean, I do because I just listen to how you really say it, but I'm still not going to try. So next up is this Noel piece that's on fabric that's way too large. That I'll finish as a pillow, but I'm not real excited about it. So I'll probably put 2 stitches in and then like catch up on Facebook or something. So that's me. But Brandon has joined in a lot more than typical.
Yeah, I've stitched for about
Ooh, he's even
3 Avengers worth of movies. It's not exact. I watched Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Did you
while
stitch any
stitching.
today?
Well, some
Just
of that was
while you were
today.
up here?
Yeah. Well, and then
But
up
I thought
here.
you were finished the movie when I came down last night.
Well, that was halfway through Endgame.
Oh, okay. Because you mentioned 3, so I was, yeah. Okay.
So, I don't know however many hours that is. I'm trying to finish, well, this year, I guess it's a grand scheme to hope of finishing the Dark World map from Legend of Zelda Link to the Past.
You want the whole thing done in the year?
Hopefully. We're going to go for it.
I did
That's what
Light
it's supposed to
World.
look like. She did Light World, so
Heather's doing Light World right now, right? Link is my homeboy.
yes. Which is kind of what spurred a little bit. But I'm almost done completely with page 1. And then, of course, there's a whole, 30,000 more pages. So,
And about 6 years ago, I was stitching it, and I was like, so I finished Light World, and then was like, oh, I'll do Dark World, and it popped up on my time hop where I was today, ironically, on it. But we wanted him to. We thought it'd be cool if I stitched one. And he
she
stitched
did one now.
So we haven't framed mine yet because we wanted to frame them together, but they'll be the exact same size, so we may just buy the frames because it's not like we need.
No.
It'll be the same size.
Yeah. All said and done. Yeah. So I had the clouds done when I started stitching for 24 hours. So all the land, the green, is kind of essentially what I've been working on. So soon, page finish.
Yes.
Soon.
But he's been downstairs, been up here. Mom's still plugging away. She's hoping. So next hour is our official end of 24. But if she doesn't have it finished, she's gonna keep stitching with. Well, she'll probably keep stitching with me regardless. But she'll keep stitching on that until she finishes it tonight because I still have 3 more hours. I don't know what we're gonna watch.
One Lord of the Rings.
No, that's too long.
That's 3 hours.
I know. I only need 2 hours.
Oh.
Because there's still one episode.
Well, then don't watch the extended edition.
I wouldn't. You don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, that's what's happening here. My hair dried and I didn't put any product in it, and I look like I have a bowl cut. Which ironically was the haircut I had in most of my childhood.
I love it.
She did. She really loved it.
I was going to tell you earlier, I thought your hair looked really good the last time we filmed.
So that's what's going on, and be back in a bit. Bye, guys.
Well, 24 officially completed. I still have 2 more hours because I'm doing 26.
Because you got to do 26. Yeah.
But, yeah. So I worked on Noel because of the French word that I'm not going to say that has an X in it. Nope, this way. I really should trim this down. It's supposed to be like this wall hanging banner, and I'm not doing that. I'm just doing that. I just did fill in on the E. I'm almost out of floss, so I have to get more.
Is that DMC?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is my oldest whip. Probably back in,
Oh, gee.
like, I don't know. I don't even know what year, if I have the year that it was in the magazine. You can start talking now. I'll look.
Okay. I finished all of my books of the Bible. I got all the way down. I can't see, so I don't know. I got all the way down to Revelation, which I totally did not think that would happen. So, the border goes down, and then there's some greenery, and then there's a section that's got a scripture in about scripture, and then there's another big border at the bottom. So there's still quite a bit. I mean, it's still going to be quite long.
Yeah, but knowing that you
comes
have
down
all
there.
the
Oh,
writing
yeah.
done,
I mean, the
that
other
was
is
your
just
goal.
the
That's what
scripture.
you were focusing
Well,
on.
I just figured it would be a good, and it was a good. It kept me. I was starting to
Would you
get
do
tired
that
of the
again?
A's. I don't. It really wasn't bad because to just sit in an evening when you feel like stitching and all you're stitching is words is kind of boring.
Yeah.
So this at least now, I've got the flowers and the greenery to put in, but the bulk of all the words are done. And it wasn't because it was just all writing in sentences. I wouldn't have done just a big thing that was all written out, a poem or something that had a big whole lot thing. But this gave me the incentive with
Well,
the
you
names of
had
the books, because you could start and it was like starting and finish something each hour or seeing how far you could get. So it really wasn't bad. And then I had obviously no color changes either. I just had the one floss. So it really got that all done, which it would have probably taken me a lot longer. Just
Had
the
you been
normal
doing it
stitching
just
it.
normal,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
normal piece to do because you wouldn't want to sit and do it. I mean, part of the fun of stitching generally is changing colors and seeing a design come out, and you just wouldn't have that much here. So yeah. I'm really glad I
you
did
got
it. It was
so
a
much accomplished.
different thing to do on 24, and
This was from 2011.
20.
I mean, I think I started it when we got in the house.
Yeah, I think so
We
too.
got our house in 2012. So,
Yeah,
I think it lines up pretty well to being my oldest whip. I mean, it's definitely my oldest whip, but I think that's the time frame.
Yeah,
So I think I did
yeah.
that
I was
and
gonna say in
Zelda
the
around
house.
the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I just try each time to do something a little different.
Different. Yeah.
I don't know. I need a break from picking up a
alphabet.
project. Well, no, because this is very similar to what I did in October. And I didn't film in October, but I had the 31 projects for Dark October.
Oh, yeah.
And 13 of them were new starts, but the rest, it was just, okay. And because they're bigger projects, you don't see that progress in the 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. It's harder to see.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like you're just getting into your groove and then you got to put it down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'll do next time. Because I also don't really... Then if I do one project, I find filming really hard. Because it's like, oh, hi. I did this. There's not anything really to talk about, at least.
Right.
I don't know. So, ideas. We love them.
Yeah,
So, I have 2 more hours to go. I have Y and Z. Y, I already finished.
Why? Because you're crazy.
Because I'm crazy.
That's okay.
Y, I already finished. It was... Springtime by New York Dreamer. Y for York. All my alphabet this year I tried to have be like either in the title of the piece or in the designer. So it wasn't just like an object in the pattern. And these pieces, just to remind you, are pieces that I think I'm going to finish this year. Like I want to finish either 12 or 24 of them. That's why these ones were picked.
not other ones that I have going. So I pulled out Yurt Hakran instead to do as my substitute Y. I don't anticipate that getting finished this year, but if you remember in my recap video, I was ready to get rid of it and said maybe not. So I'm going to give it a shot here and see how I'm enjoying stitching it and if I'm really ready to be invested in it again or just ready to give it up. Z was a huge stretch for me because I just didn't have any projects, so I'll save that one for next time and you'll see what Z is going to be when I hop back on. I didn't pull out Yurt Hakran right now to show you because I don't know which block I'm going to work on, and I have mine cut into individual blocks because I want my vision for it is to finish them all individually, not as one big piece. So that's what I'm going to go work on. What are you going to do?
I'm going to keep working on this one when I work down on the border because I've got to extend it, or I'm not under pressure now to do a lot, but that's mindless, just 2 stitches across and go down because it's going to go down quite a bit, so I can just sit and kind of sip my beer. And
yeah, we pulled out some beers. She's got a Sweet Baby Jesus. I have a Vietnamese stout, and
we need to find something to put on
yeah,
to
we don't know
watch.
what we're going to watch now that 24 is done. Season 6 was not good.
No, it's not a good
enjoyable
one
at all.
And the ending was really bad.
Really bad.
Really bad. And I'm trying to finish up Revelation, and I didn't even show the time, and it was just a real stupid ending.
So that's done. And we'll be
for the next couple hours.
Yep. Back in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I can't say that this hour really clarified anything for me about Yurt Hakran because I started with January, and the first thing I pulled out to stitch was white, and white never lays right anyway, so it's not generally the best indication. So then I thought, let me try another color, so I did some green, and that was fine. And then I went to do the jacket of the person that's there, and I'm thinking I pull the color out, and I'm thinking, oh, wasn't expecting it to be this color. Why wasn't I expecting it to be this color? So I look at the cover of the pattern, and the color I pulled out was tan, and the color on the pattern was blue, and I'm very confused. So I'm talking about this block. This is where I started, and I hate how white stitches lay. I just have such an issue. Then I did this, and I was feeling better about myself, and then I got here, and I'm thinking, okay, I just don't understand. So I pulled out the pattern. Granted, I'm using the DMC, but you see, where is it? The color of his jacket over here is very blue, like a navy blue. And I think it's the same thing with the witches thing. So it must be an error in the pattern because I'm going to have to check and see if there's an error page, because I looked up, I'm using DMC, but the NPI was the same shade. So I don't know. So I don't have further clarification on whether I'm going to continue with Yurt Hakran or not. Next up is another one that I'm not thrilled about. This is kind of a bummer way to end, guys. Z, I'm going to use Lizzie Kate because I didn't have anything else that was a Z, so I'm going to work on Spring Alphabet and just try to knock this one out. I think I'm far enough on this one that I feel like I should try to get it finished. The Summer Alphabet, I may just give up. It's kind of where I think I'm laying on those. So that will get me all the way. And this one is officially on my alphabet challenge, whereas Yurt Hakran is like a stand-in. So I want this finished this year. So I'm going to work on that. Try to be a little less grumpy this hour. We'll see. It's 9:30ish, and this was hour 25. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Well, I officially made it through the alphabet. I worked on this Lizzie Kate Spring Alphabet as my Z. The Z's in Lizzie. I'm telling you guys, I have a love-hate relationship with this because when I'm stitching it, I really enjoy it. I just don't see it as being decor in my house. So a lot of people had recommended using it as a project bag and finishing it that way. So I may release my mom into, also known as Lee's on Instagram, into trying that out. Maybe that would make it happier. I don't know. because I enjoyed my hour with it. So, worked my way through the alphabet. Have 3 finished out of 26. I am shooting to try to get all the letters finished, but I don't think it's really going to happen. So I'm trying to like prioritize and figure out what I really think is reasonable and what isn't. I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the year looks like for me with Madness and Mania and the rest of the marathons and all of those things. So I had a fun time. I'm glad I slept last night because I think this week is going to be better for me. So my official marathon is over. However, tomorrow I told Brandon I just wanted a day to stitch. So I feel like when I do these, I always walk away and I'm like, okay, I just need more stitching time now. So that's my plan for tomorrow. So hope that you have enjoyed your time, and we'll be back at this a few more times this week.